All right, welcome back, Leos. Welcome back to Love Yourself First Oracle. I deliver daily oracles for each zodiac sign. Not too long, not too drawn out, just a message you get through the day, the night, the evening, the weekend, whenever it is that you hear my channel. Grand rising, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for remembering my channel. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for all my A1 day ones. Thank you for those who just subscribed. Hey Queen, hey King, hey. Thank you for those who watch the channel but haven't subscribed yet. Hey Queen, hey King, hey. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Leave a comment. Maybe hit the subscribe button if you want to. And thank you for those who watch the channel. Who subscribe to the channel but unsubscribe but still watch the channel. You can be led to the water, baby. Can't nobody make you drink it. At the end of the day, people probably telling you all your life. You need to make sure you take care of yourself. You need to make sure you take care of them kids. You need to make sure you sit money back from a hard time. You need to make sure you reach out to your family. You need to make sure you speak up and say what you need to say. You need to make sure you talk to your mom and your daddy, hear their issues you got with them. You need to make sure just a lot of make sure's. And what do? What you want to do? Why? Because you grown. But when you grown and you old enough and you know better, you should want to do what? Better. Exactly. And over here on my channel, that's what we make sure we do, baby. Self-love and self-care is not selfish when you point it to everybody else. And ain't no way you out here giving out 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or even 100%. And you accepting the bare minimum. Make it make sense. Okay? Make it make sense. Like I say, self-love and self-care is not selfish when you pour it into you. Go within and do that healing. Acknowledge that pain, that trauma, that hurt, that abandonment issue, the neglect issue, the self-esteem issue, the confidence issue, the mama-daddy issue. Acknowledge it. Cry about it, yell about it, talk to the person that you need to talk to about it, write it down, burn it. Do what you need to do to release that, okay? That's the only way you're going to bring in new energy. And like I say all the time, the more you entertain what's not for you, the more you're going to continue to bring in energy like that. All right? So, Leos, we're going to start on the self-care mix first. Why? Because what's the name of the channel? Love Yourself First. We're just going to see what y'all need to be releasing for 2026. Okay? In through the nose, out through the mouth. All right. All right, Leos. Let's see what y'all need to be released for 2026. Oh, me. Hey, hey. You want your... Hype me up. Okay, all right, Leos. Collecto. All right, so it says your body is your temple. Honor it with the acts of love, self-care, healthy food, and activity. So y'all need to take care of yourself as far as the year 2026. Time for you to start honoring your body. Time for you to start doing right by your body. Singles is telling you that you are experiencing growing pain. Rock with it. You may be uncomfortable, but you will be alright. So whatever pain you might be going through, physical, just a message as far as, I'm trying to let you know something. Spirit guides, God, and your angels. It says it might be uncomfortable, but you gonna be okay. You gonna be okay. You're okay, okay? Take care of your body. Eat right. Drink your water. Drink your fruit. Eat your fruit. Eat your salads and all that. You might be going through growing pain from the couple upgrades. Okay, Leos, in a relationship, it's time for you to start devoting some time to connect with spirit, God, and your ancestors. Okay? Leos, in a marriage or a long-term committed relationship, is telling you to acknowledge and be grateful for what you have so you can attract more. So 2026 is time for you to acknowledge the small things and be grateful for the small things so you can have more. And know that you and your loved ones are safe. Also, certain things and certain people don't deserve your attention. When you choose you and protect you, your energy will instantly feel better. Okay, stand for something so you don't always fall for everything. Clean and declutter and detoxify your mind, spirit, body, and soul in 2026. All right, so y'all need to start taking care of self. What it would sound like on your body. Might be going through growing pain from the upgrades, but it's time for you to take care of more of your body, drinking your water, eating your fruit. It's time for you to also devote some time to spirit, God, and your ancestors. It's time for you to also acknowledge the small things so you can bring in more. Okay? So let's get started. Alright, so I'm gonna get all the cards out first, y'all. Just so the video won't be so long. Because I do gotta go. Maybe got an appointment today. What she say? You okay? Yeah, mine. I don't know why you put up with that all by yourself. I was trying to mess with you. I feel the same. And every time that you were hurt, I can feel your pain. Now I can't come around. I want to be with you. Oh, no. Well, no. She starts to hold me, and she will always remember. She's a woman's gold. If I ever get it back, it will never be the same. No, no. What that woman meant to you, you never said to me. Oh, mm. Okay, so it says stop and take a moment and breathe. But most of all, don't panic. Trust yourself. Your life compass will never lead you wrong. In the end, you will always find your way. Okay? So no matter what you might be going through, stop. It's okay. You will always find your way. It's also telling you that you can't rush love. You can't rush certain things. The right person is going to come in at the right time. It's also saying that you're juggling too many things at once. You need to find some time for yourself. Okay? All right, singles. So for 2026, what you need to release is not being open as far as communication, not speaking your mind, not speaking your truth. It's time for you to start speaking your truth. It's time for you to start allowing people to come in and say, as far as like, if they have something to say, it's like, let me explain, let me say this. You know, you can hear them out. It's okay to hear them out. They say you gotta fall for the okey doke. They say you gotta just, be like, okay, we best friends again, or whatever the case might be. But it's time for you to start communicating more. It's time for you to start allowing people to communicate more too, as far as if they need to speak with you. So it says receive and express the truth. So whatever truth that's getting ready to come in 2026, make sure you allow that communication and don't be stubborn about it. Okay. Also, it's telling you 2026, you need to give up something now for the future reward. So it's time for you to give up something in 2026 so you can get a future reward. Only you know. Only you know. Only you know your life. Only you have been there through your trials and tribulations. You know what's not good for you. You know what's holding you back. It's time for you to let something go. It's also time for you to stop paying attention to certain signs that's being sent to you. So it says, look out for signs from the divine and acknowledge the red flags. So it's time for you to start acknowledging certain red flags, baby. So it's time for you to start acknowledging, the red flags when it come down to people. It's time for you to start being more open about it as far as speaking. Hey, I ain't rocking with that. Yeah, this here ain't gonna work. Okay, it's time for you to start setting healthy boundaries. It's time for you to go ahead and start cutting people out when they need to be cut out. Okay, receive and expressing the truth. Okay, I see this. Look out for the signs. I see this. I see how you act. I see how you move. I see how this is going. I see how this business ship is going. Whatever the case might be, you need to be more open with communicating. You need to be more open with communicating. And it's also saying that 2026, you need to stop neglecting yourself. You are neglecting your own needs. Practice self-care. You need to stop neglecting yourself. Okay? Let's start pouring more into self. Honor your body. Start taking more better care of yourself in 2026. Stop neglecting yourself. It's also telling you that it says you need to start taking the initiative to meet someone that's going to keep the passion ignited. So the people that you are running into, shit, the red flags are there. You ignoring certain flags. Then it gets to the point to where the fire is gone. Of course, it's gonna be gone because guess what? You ain't communicating. Hey, this is what it is. I'm not. I don't want to tolerate this. I don't want to put up with this. I'm looking for this. I don't want to do this. You know, you're not speaking up. We need you to communicate. We need you to stop. You know, I don't know. Leos, they, mm, like Leo's one of those like it like I feel like y'all gotta get to a certain point to where like, okay, now I'm gonna say what I need to say. When I say what I need to say, I'm gonna make sure I hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, hey, let's not do it like that. Let's do it in a nice, nasty way. Okay? Let's do it in a nice, nasty way. But you need to start pouring more into your own cup. Like I just said, criticizing. Criticizing your partner is driving them away. Focus on the good quality. So like I say, with the criticizing, like shit, it takes so much as far as when it gets to the point like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you off, and when I tell you off, I'm gonna tell you off, and I'll make sure I hurt your feelings with it. But they're like, hey, that's how the passion dies down. Let's be a little nice. Let's be a little nice, Leo, okay? So 2026, let's communicate more. When you see the red flags, when you see the issues, when you see whatever the problem is, let's make sure we pour into our own cup because you're pouring into other people's cup and your cup is empty and you're neglecting yourself. Let's make sure we take the initiative to actually get to know someone, to actually see what they are interested in, to keep the flame going. To keep the flame going. And let's not criticize. Okay, let's not criticize. So also it's telling you that you need to be more flexible. Oh, fucking goodness. And I believe to stay on my dog. Okay. Okay. Look. honey, honey, they about to take me out. Shit, Leo, I'm about to jump up into your energy. But yeah, so let's not criticize our person. Let's be more nice, more nicer. I know you're finding it. You're finding it, Leo, because y'all are kind of, you know, I'm finding it. And it's also telling you that when the Creator made you, there is not another person on earth like you. Celebrate being different. Celebrate being different, baby. There's nobody else like you. That's why it's telling you to pour into yourself in 2026. Actually sit down, go on dates, be courted, or allow someone to court you. No criticizing. Okay? No criticizing. Celebrate being different. Also, it's saying, hey, you need to be a little bit more flexible. Sometimes it's just best to go with the flow. Bend, don't break. Bend, don't break. Okay? And blossom where you are. So 2026, what we need to be releasing? The attitude. The attitude. Releasing the attitude. Releasing not pouring into your own cup. Releasing the smart mouth, the criticizing when you're upset or when you get to the point. Releasing feeling like I guess feeling like you gotta be like other people and you don't. You're different. That's it. You're different. Releasing not being flexible. Not being flexible. It's time for to be flexible. It's time for you. Just don't be trying to bend too much though. You can only do a certain amount of things at a certain time. And also blossom where you are. Give up something now so you can have the future that you are seeking. And also it's time for you to start better communicating. And look out for these divine signs as far as acknowledging these red flags when these people come in. Stop acting blind, okay? So that's what you need to be releasing in 2026. That attitude, that neglecting yourself, that criticizing your person, that feeling like you gotta be like this person or that person, or you gotta be this, and you don't. Just be you. You, baby. Shit, I like I say, people be like, oh, I ain't never been with nobody who do this or act like this. Oh, well, okay. Well, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. So, those in a relationship, it says, some of y'all need to solve some inner conflict with others. You need to heal the past trauma. Okay? Some of y'all need to heal your past trauma, resolving issues. So that's why I say you need to devote some time to spirit, God, and your ancestors. And you also need to tap into your higher self and question your routines and your patterns as far as how do I continue to get back here? How do this continue to happen like this? Why is this happening like this? What am I doing wrong? It's time for you to start analyzing things, okay? It's also time for you to stop doubting yourself. Second guessing yourself only leads to more indecision. Trust yourself to do what is best for you. So it's time for you to release as far as in 2026 this doubt. You always doubting yourself. You always questioning yourself. You always trying to figure out, oh, what's this, what's that, how that. Do what's best for you. You know what's best for you. You know what's right for you. You know what you're supposed to be dealing with and what you're not supposed to be dealing with. You know what you're supposed to be going through and what you're not supposed to be going through. And don't act like you don't know, because you know. You know the love that you give out. You know the love that you pour. You know you want somebody to do the same thing. So what you down? Okay? It's time for you to shine. It is time for you to shine. But you make so many excuses on why things can't work or why it won't be working or why it won't work. And you need to find a reason as far as making it work, making it happen. Going within and doing that healing, saying what need to be said, because you feel like, oh, this ain't gonna work, that ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna say what I have to say, and this right here, that ain't gonna help none. But it actually does. You might not get the answer that you're seeking, but at least you got it off your chest. At least you ain't gotta be thinking about it. At least I did tell this person this before something happened, you know? And it's also telling you that you're afraid to get close to people. You're scared to get close to people. And if you're in a relationship with someone, Leos, y'all need to get some rest, baby. Y'all need to get some rest. If you're in a relationship with oh my goodness, if you're in a relationship with someone, it's saying that you are afraid to get too close to someone, but this person is scared too. So you need to get him a chance. Okay, you know your situation. You know what you're in. You know what you're dealing with, and you know what you're going through. If it ain't there, it ain't there. They don't need to be down yourself with that. Sometimes you gotta move on. But if you with somebody, you know that they are with you, and y'all, go through certain things, dealing with your past or dealing with their past. It's like they both scared. Y'all both scared. But how can we get it together? Y'all anxiety is through the roof. It's through the roof. And y'all need to work on it. And some of y'all are in something Some of y'all are in something where you have to let it go because it says you are missing opportunities. You know, sometimes you gotta get somebody. Sometimes you gotta let the next person get it. Sometimes people airball. Sometimes people just don't do what they supposed to do, so they lose out on what they got. Okay? Or if you with somebody and you know, like I said, y'all just dealing with things from the past, it's like, hey, give them a chance. It's 2 times. Give them a chance. Give someone a chance. You gotta give them a chance, baby. Okay? Heal from that past. It's time for you to it's time for you to go within and do that healing. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to stop second guessing yourself. It's time for you to stop making excuses as far as why it's not gonna work, why it shouldn't work. It's time for you to get out of this anxiety. And it's time for you to, do what you need to do for you. See what it is as far as your routines and your patterns and what it is you can do differently. But also, like I say, you gotta heal from that trauma. You gotta solve those inner conflicts that you have with other people and move on from it. Okay? All right. Okay, so um, Leo's in a marriage or a long-term committed relationship. It says acknowledge and be grateful for what you have so that you can attract more. Now, some of y'all, I'm just gonna read these 2 ways, okay? 2 ways. You know your story. Like I say at the end of the day, baby, you know what you gotta do for you. Okay? You know who you with, you know who you dealing with. You can lie to everybody else, but when you start lying to yourself, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you when you start lying to yourself, okay? Now, we got we got soulmate. The divine will provide you with the love when you are ready. We got lovers, a passionate connection shared with the same vision and value. We have celebration. Good time come from hard work and spent in a good company. We have release grudge, wounds, pent up feelings through healthy activity. So for some of y'all, like I said, some of y'all, the divine will provide you with love when you are ready. So some of y'all in a situation where it's not that. Okay? And then we got some of y'all that's in a situation where a passionate connection shared with the same vision and value. Okay? For some of y'all, for both of y'all, a celebration could be coming in as far as with your company. Good time comes from hard work, time spent in good company. So celebration could be coming in with the company that you have, or the job that you've been working with, or just your business that you've been doing. And we also got release. Release grudges, wounds, pent up feelings through healthy activities. So it's time for you to release the pent up anger, the wounds, the resentment through healthy activities. Okay, so what are we releasing in 2026? A person that no longer serves us, the guilt, the shame, the wounds, the hurt, the pain that might have came with this. And then for the rest of y'all got a passionate connection that you share the same vision and values. And it's time for you to release the past or release whatever it is that you have been through with this person that you are holding on with. If you say you're gonna stay, you're gonna stay. But you can't be, like I say, you can't forget nothing, but you can forgive them. Okay? But if you gonna stay after they did what they did, or you gonna continue to do whatever you're doing after they did what they did, it's not for you to bring it up every day. It's not for you to say something about it every day. It's not for you to be, whenever y'all get into the argument, it's brought up, oh, this, oh, such and such. But you said that you forgave me, that this is why we're still working on this. This is Like you can't forgive somebody but still throw it up in their face. Make it make sense. So release those grudges, release the wounds, release the pent up feeling. Okay. Also, it's saying that you gotta be patient. Learn to be patient with yourself and others. So y'all need to be patient. Okay. Also, it's saying that hey, you need to refresh and recharge. Take time out from your busy and stressful world around you. Take a moment to feel the sun in your face, wiggle your toes in the grass, and get back grounded. You're not even pouring into your own cup. You're not even loving on you because you're too busy focused on everything else. Okay? Maybe you are doing things just so you can focus on other things there, but no, you gotta acknowledge those things. You gotta acknowledge whatever it is that you're going through or dealing with. It gotta be acknowledged. And it's asking you, it says, what happened? What happened to you? Now is not the time to give in. You've come too far to give up. What happened? How you giving in? How you giving up? And you done worked so hard. How are you giving in and giving up and you done worked so hard? Your celebration is coming in. It might not look like it, but it's coming in. But that's why I say you gotta have patience. Be patient. Okay? And for some of y'all, it's telling y'all, hey, y'all need to release as far as you wanting someone to complete you. And you're not even whole with yourself. So you thinking that having somebody, or you thinking that being with somebody, or being together with somebody, or in the long term marriage or a long term committed relationship, that it's gonna complete you, but it's not, because you're not even whole yourself. You haven't even went within and did the healing. You haven't even acknowledged your pain, your hurt, and your trust issue. You know, you still stuck in the past. Because like I say, you still bring certain things up. So you still stuck in the past. And it said, let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome new love into your life. So like I say, some of y'all about, it's up to y'all. Like I say, I ain't here to trying to tell y'all that you got this type of relationship or you got this type of marriage. Bruh, king or queen, sir or ma'am, you know your marriage. You know your relationship. And if you sit and you look at your shit and you know certain things ain't right, certain things should be a certain type of way, you know, it's an equal give and take. It's no way one person should be doing everything. It's no way one person should be giving out 100% and the other person giving out the bare minimum. It's no way. It's not balanced. It's not gonna work out. But like I say, I'm not here to put that on y'all. You know your relationship. You know your marriage. So like I said, we got two. We got one that divine gonna provide you with love when you're ready, and then we got another where y'all share the same vision and the same value. Okay? You pick your story. You pick your energy. But don't be in denial when you're choosing it. Because if you know you ain't in something healthy, you know you ain't in something healthy. And you just there. Why are you there? So don't go say, no, I'm very happy in my marriage. I'm very happy in my long-term relationship. We don't have none of this. And then behind closed doors, shit, you working like Cinderella. Shit, you getting, you know what I'm saying? You getting slapped around. You getting talked to with the utmost disrespect. You can't even do what you want to do, king or queen. Like, come up out of it. But like I say, stuck in the past, you need to let your past go. You need to let your past go so you can allow someone to come in and love you that's going to share the same vision and value with you. And you also need to stop talking so much. You tell too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen as far as when you get ready to go and start something new. Don't sit there and give all your information out. Listen sometimes. Okay? Also, you ain't got no healthy boundaries. You need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. Mean what you say when you say it. They don't need to be saying something, then a motherfucker break the boundaries that you said or do the opposite that you said, and then they think it's okay. No, it's not okay. I said this. I meant what I said, so why are you doing this? And then if I do this to you, if I treat you some type of way, if I do something that you said you got a problem with, you got a problem. But when it come to me, it's a problem. I thought I said this already. Make it make sense. It's not an equal give and take. There's one person that's just feeding off the other person because this other person, goddamn it, I don't even know what they going through. Might be going through some shit to where they don't want to be alone. Or they don't want to have to start over. Or they don't want to have to do this. Like, you crazy. You crazy. I start over all day long. Do you hear me? I ask a motherfucker what they do, what's your favorite color? Any day, they be sitting up in something I ain't happy in. Because I know somebody out there gonna treat me a little better. It's also telling you don't be so quick to count someone out. Be open to give them a fair chance. So like I say, when it come down to certain things, come down to certain people, once you get through it, whatever you get through with, don't be so judgmental. Don't be so quick to count someone out. Be open and give them a chance. And also it's saying, please don't confuse lust with love. Lust is not love. Passion isn't the same as lasting love. Don't get stuck in just by good sex. So like I say, some of y'all probably just got stuck in just by good sex. Some of y'all probably just got stuck in because you ain't here from the past and you was looking for somebody to complete you. Some of y'all got stuck in because you gave a motherfucker too much information about you and they played on that information. Okay? Some of y'all got stuck because you wasn't being patient. Now look at you. So 2026, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's all up to you at the end of the day, but celebration is coming in for both of y'all. As far as the two groups that's out here, celebration is coming in. But you need to be patient. You need to refresh yourself. Okay? You need to question what has happened. Why am I no longer in that energy that I used to be in? Like what's going on? Because it says what happened? What happened to you? Now is not the time to give in and give up. You have came too far to give up now. What happened? What's going on? Some of y'all need to release your past, release the wounds, release the pent up anger, the resentment, anything that you got going on. It need to be released. Y'all need to start setting healthy boundaries. Be what you say when you say it. Stop allowing people to play with you. Stop allowing jobs to play with you. Stop allowing your kids to play with you. Stop allowing your wife, your husband, your family to play with you. I'm not to be played with. I mean what I say. Okay? Like I say, you give them a mile, get what they gonna take. You give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. And you keep on giving them that, they're gonna run with it. And then you'll be looking crazy. Okay? You'll be looking crazy. Set healthy boundaries. Stop confusing lust with love. Stop getting yourself into situations when it's just supposed to be sex and you done made it longer than what it's supposed to be. Because you didn't do the proper healing that you need to do. You were still hurting from the past. You were still hurting from whatever you had went through. You ain't even released none of that yet. So they're like, what happened to you? What we got going on? What we doing? Y'all need to get it together, baby. But this y'all reading, I do hope y'all enjoy. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. Come back tomorrow. I ain't never seen.